it seem like we feel the same? We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't wire it.
How to do not become a complainer. Hello friends, this is Shundal, and today's share is about stop complaining and do not become a complainer. This is just a share from my own life experiences and of course from my own reading. To become not a complainer at all is very important if you want to live your best life. You have to think that whatsoever you are facing at this very moment, it is what it is. It is a part of our life journey. Have a matured mindset. Stop complaining. Face it with gladness. I know it is easier said than done, but believe me, if you keep complaining in all the things you are facing right now, it doesn't help you at all. It becomes difficult and heavy for you to live day by day, because when you are complaining, you are in a negative state of mind. But if you see it in another perspective, do not complain, just stay peaceful and be quiet. You have to gain so much for that because you practice patience and you practice the right mindset of understanding the situation. To do not become a complainer. It is easier for you to do that when you have God within your heart. When you trust God, that God is in control, God is there for you all the time. When you can acknowledge that you are not alone in your life journey, it becomes easier for you to have that positive mental attitude, that you gain nothing of complaining. We have to understand that. So stop complaining and think whatsoever you face right now, it is a part of the process. It is a part of our journey. So whether we like it or not, we have to face it with gladness. I know it's not easy, but if you can keep quiet, use your time to think, feel your heart, and act according to what you're feeling. By being silent, you don't have to complain. And you can understand that you can not succeeding into something or keep complaining. So do not complain. Try to face it with gladness no matter what you are facing at this very moment. Yes, it needs maturity to understand this. Why? As my experience when I was younger, you don't have patience. And it's just easy to complain right away. It's just easy to, to blah, 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 blah. And yeah, complain. But as I grew older and as I live in my day-to-day life, knowing that God is really in control of my life, it becomes easier for me to understand all these things. So instead of complaining, keep quiet, think it well, think it thoroughly what is the right word you are going to use. But bottom line here, if you practice, living with the presence of God every day, you have the patience, you become strong, you become more patient, and knowing that there is a reason for all these things happening. There is a reason. God put that in your path for a purpose. Yes, in every situation we are dealing in our life, yes, it's hard, but there is a purpose why God allow it to happen in our life. So stop complaining. Instead, start meditating. That is what I am doing. Instead of complaining, start meditating that you can make it no matter what. We must have a matured way of thinking, that we must know how to stop complaining. We have to practice gratitude instead of complaining. Write it down your thoughts in a journal. Reaching out to supportive loved ones. Taking steps to solve the problem instead of complaining. Replacing negative thoughts with positive ones really helps you instead of complaining. We have to understand that complaining is a toxic thing. Research from Stanford University has also found that complaining reduces the size of our hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and problem solving. The study found that engaging in complaining or simply hearing someone complain for more than 30 minutes could physically damage our brains. That is the result of the research in Stanford University. So please stop complaining. We have to understand the psychology behind complaining. Some people use complaining as a way to call out for help when they realize that no one is there for them to help them. They feel stuck and fed up with the world and how messed up their life is. It's a cry for help. Complaining is a way of coping of some people. Yes, it is a cry for help. But it is allowed to complain as well. But complain politely. How can we complain politely? Start being polite and be nice. Make your requests in a question. Explain the problem rather than saying your information is wrong. Don't blame the person you are dealing with. Show that you are in the know. We have to understand that it is important to be wise enough what words we are using. Don't assume you'll meet with a negative response. Assuming that expressing your emotion will cause conflict is part of the problem. Use I feel statement without justifying them. Express what you want before what you don't want. We must understand that it is also very important to complain effectively. How can we do that? Focus on feelings, not facts. The difference comes down to whether you discuss the facts about the situation or your feelings about it. Talk through what's frustrating you, the reason why you have to complain. You have to lead with how you feel. Can you do that? Do that in a nice way. Lead how you feel. Explain your feelings about the situation. To do not become a complainer. Be smart, be wise, use your knowledge, know the situation, understand the situation, and have patience. Take it to the Lord in prayer when you are a believer. Yes, confess it to God before you complain about the situation. Because when you can do that, you can complain in a nice way, in a polite way. You have the patience, you have the calm within your heart when you can take it to the Lord in prayer before complaining. But complain in a nice way, start politely, and be patient, and think wisely what words you're going to use. This is Yundel. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting me here in my life journey. I am very grateful to each and every one of you supporting me here in my life journey. I love you all, and bye-bye.
Like we feel the same, we